स्वाहा तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ओम गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुरेव महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। अखंडमंडलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। My dear young ones, we are here for 10 days camp, and in this camp we will be having outing as well as the indoor session. Today we are tentatively starting the indoor session. The camp is mainly focused on Indian culture, what our Indian culture is and how we can inculcate Indian culture and its values in our day-to-day life. This university is based practically on the same, Devsanskriti Viswavidyalay. Dev means divinity, Sanskriti means culture, divine culture, to give divine virtues to others, Devsanskriti. And then second focus is art of living, which I am going to talk to you today. So we will be talking about those qualities, and for that those qualities one should know how to live rightly. What is the way to live rightly? Because from any point of view, relationship point of view, from any personality point of view. So today we are going to discuss on few aspects of the art of living. You can just focus your attention on the, but they are living like an animal being, or they are living like a dead person. If they are not here, it doesn't matter for anybody. Like terrorists, if they are not here, there will be much more benefit to the world. Terrorists, they are doing bomb blasts and other things. And many people who think negative, they are just burning themselves just like a agarbatti. If you see an incense stick, that fumes coming up, and they are constantly spreading negative thoughts around them. So this type of thinking has to be changed. And then if you start thinking positive and start spreading each and every breath, the way you are living, plus start giving to others, privileges to be transferred to others. Okay? So differentiate between the living and dead, number one. Then what is living? Then differentiate between what is the ideal way of living. We'll go to the ideal way of living. Art. It is an art. Nobody knows that living can also be an art. Many people, they think that the living is just living. We came on this earth and mother gave us milk, father provided us food. We started studies, and at the age of 15, I got my graduation. 15, 16, I got my graduation. Then I got my car license, and I started earning. And then I started becoming self-dependent. This is not art of living. This is a normal way of doing. So growing and living has got to be differentiated between the two. Okay? So we'll go to the first slide. There are three aspects of the personality. The first is attitude, character. The personality have to be kept in mind. So now we go to our point. Attitude, behavior and character. Attitude, what is your attitude towards life? Behavior, how you behave with others, and how is your character, moral values in love. There are three aspects of personality. If you have these three aspects, attitude is 100%, behavior is 80%, behavior is 77%, and character is 80%. Around these marks, just for the sake of remembering, you can remember. For achieving the aim of life, the main thing important is believe in God. You must believe in God. The belief in God is known as astikta, theism. If you don't believe in God, and you say that God exists but I have not seen. You not seen, but at least you know there's God in everybody. At least God is in me, because that God is acting through me. And if I have not seen God by my own eyes, I see basically through my virtues, through my qualities. So art of living, the third virtue which it teaches us is astikta. Astikta means, asti means exist. Or astikta means God exists. So God exists. If we believe that God exists, then God-fearing man will always be healthy. He will always be devoid of fear. There will be no fear anytime. He will be always having a totally strong belief that there is someone beyond, around me. Gurudev used to say that there is a pilot, there is a bodyguard with me, and he is my guru, he is my God, and he is always with me. He is being explained as a theism. Theism means belief. Those who believe in God is theist. Those who do not believe in God is atheist. And there are so many atheists in the world who say, we don't believe in God. But whenever there is any problem, whenever there is trouble in their life, then they say, oh God, save us. Then they start remembering the God. So God is there somewhere in the subtler form around us, and He is protecting us. That's why we put capital H, capital G, God. And that God is always with us. Next slide. The melody of life is played on, number one, most important point is sound health. If you don't have sound health, then many times you start wondering about whether I will be a capable man, capable citizen or not. The health is the most important aspect. Physical, mental, social and spiritual well-being is defined as health. The definition of health. Physical, mental, social and spiritual well-being of a person explains the health of the person. If you are physically ill, mentally ill, socially you are not compatible to society, and spiritually you are ill, then you are unhealthy. So the first and most important aspect for art of living is sound health. And for sound health, you need to understand the concept of sound health. And one has to keep himself sound, and as far as the health is concerned. And for that, you have to start from the number one point, that is spiritual part. And you come to USA. That is the organized life through Upasana, Sadhana and Aradhana. You can see Upasana, Sadhana and Aradhana. Upasana means spiritual care. Sadhana means your mental care. And Aradhana means your social care, basically. If you take care of the society and you are participating in each and every actions of the society, you are taking care of the society, then it is Aradhana, Samaj Seva, social service. Sadhana means mental fitness. Upasana means spiritual fitness. Aradhana means social fitness. And social fitness makes you physically fit also. If you want to be physically fit, you have to be socially active. That's why the people who are indulged in social activity, you must have seen them perfectly healthy. They never fall ill. They just sleep 6 hours. But they devote their whole time to the society and they are never ill. So this is what is basically the reason is. Upasana means worship of God. Upasana means worship of God. Sitting in the proximity of God. Sitting in the proximity of God. Now God is there, Gurudev. If I sit near that Gurudev's photograph, sitting means virtues and qualities of God should be adopted in day-to-day life. Now, what are the qualities of God? Om Bhur Bhuvasvaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya. These are the qualities. Pran Swarup, full of vitality. Sukh Swarup, bestowing the happiness. Dukh Nashak, you relieve the miseries of others. Paap Nashak, sin destroying power. Divinity, Devasya. All these are the qualities. So qualities of God to be adopted in day-to-day life. That is number one, Upasana. Management of the thoughts is Vichar Sanyam. And lastly, fourth, management of resources, monetary resources, is known as Earth Sanyam. You must know how to invest your money, where to basically utilize your money properly, and how to spend money, how to earn money, how to maintain it. Don't become a miser, but try to maintain the resources in such a way that you control the four things. So there are 4 sanyams. Can you repeat with me? Self-restraint on sensual desires, Indriya Sanyam. Yes, you have to speak a little bit Hindi. Indriya Sanyam. Indriya Sanyam. Sanyam. Then you have to speak on Vichar Sanyam. Vichar Sanyam. Third will be Samaya Sanyam. And the fourth will be Arth Sanyam. Arth means money. Arth means money. So if you have these four things, then the mental fitness will come. Sadhana is basically that. Sadhana is basically done for those four things. So what to eat? What to eat means only a nutritive food to be eaten. If you want to eat once in a while, once in a week, twice a week, you can eat anything whatever you want. You know? But don't make it a regular habit of eating every day. Then when to eat? 4 times a day, I said, with 4 hours difference. And how to eat? Just keep it in the mouth and swallow it. That is not the technique of eating. Properly grinding it, mixing it with saliva. And when you mix it with saliva, then it is properly eaten. So all these problems, so, when to eat, what to eat and how to eat. These are the few principles. Now we come to art of living. Next point. There are 4 valors of the religion. Dharma, Arth, Kam and Moksha, righteous living. Attainment of economic goals by right means, Arth. Inner energy and valor to be invested in security of society, Kam. And ultimate liberation from all bondages is Moksha. Art of living tells you that you should take care of Dharma as well as Arth, as well as Kam, as well as Moksha. If you go on right path, Dharma, then whatever you earn, that will be properly earned. And whatever you invoke your energy, calm, many people they confuse calm with sensual energy or sexual energy. But sexual energy is not for wasting, it is for basically for the inner energy to be invested in the security of society and for showing your own valor, like in sports, like being an athlete, like doing exercises. And then if you do that much, then you will be liberated from all the bondages. This is what is Dharma, Arth, Kam and Moksha. You can just write it in the English, Dharma, Arth and Kam and Moksha. They are the 4 valors, V-A-L-O-U-R, or in American English, V-A-L-O-R, valors, जीवन के 4 पुरुषार्थ कहे गए, धर्म, अर्थ, काम और मोक्ष. If you enjoy these 3 things, dharma, earth and kam, you will go to moksha. If you have adharma in your life, suppose adharma means non-righteous living, then the economical resources which you will be earning will be totally wrong. The kam means totally sensual desires will be vested, and then you will go to the bondages. You will be bondages. So art of living means follow the path of dharma. Follow the path of dharma. Dressing sense reflects your outlook. Now, art of living also covers one more important point, dressing sense. How you are dressed. How the first impression when the person enters in the room is how he is dressed. One pants, one part is just torn or just it is dragged on one side, or whatever you are wearing, you are very simple. But you may be simple, but your dressing sense should be proper. If you go to a class, if you go to college, from school to college, then many people they estimate you through your dressing sense. Your dressing sense should be proper. And dressing sense should be at what opportunity, what you are wearing. Suppose you are going to someone has died in someone's house and you are going there with all bright colors, then they will say that he is enjoying. We are actually full of sorrow and this man is enjoying. Then we go in white clothes. We just, in simple clothes, we just go like this. And if you go in dressing sense, somewhere where you are not wearing the right uniform, for example, you must have heard about if you are going to President House, White House, then there is a dress code given below there on the card. What is the dress code? How you should be dressed? You should be in the bow and the ties. You should wear leather shoes, black. You should have white socks. It's all mentioned in that actually. In the governor of Uttaranchal, when he calls us, he gives us dressing sense. What should be the dressing sense? For us, it hardly matters. When we go, we are just equal to governors. So for me, dhoti kurta is perfectly fine. But for others who come, for them there is dress sense. So dressing sense should be very perfect. So art living encompasses this one particular important aspect is how you are dressed. If you are not dressed in a proper way, you will not be entertained. You will not be listened at all. Nobody will listen to you even. So, dressing sense reflects your outlook. Next, please. Developed willpower. If you have got enhanced willpower, the willpower will be reflected in the way you present yourself, the way you answer the queries, the way you speak, the way your gesture language, your facial language, the way you express yourself. It indicates spiritual development. More and more spirituality, more and more willpower. More and more spirituality inside, more and more willpower. So willpower is something which you earn through the various spiritual practices, and if you are spiritual in your day-to-day life, then your willpower is perfectly okay. Next is imagination should be meaningful with continuity and conviction. Whatever you imagine, whatever are your plannings, whatever you totally keep your attitude for the future in mind, it should be meaningful. If you start thinking that, oh, one day I am going to become the most successful man in this world, just like Bill Gates, Microsoft chairman, suppose I start thinking, then my step should be on that direction. I should start thinking and I should start becoming like that. Means I should start doing a hard endeavor to become a successful businessman, a successful leader, a successful studious person, a successful person who has done wonders and laurels in the NASA, a scientist like that. So my imagination should be right. The art of living says imagination should be right. Suppose my imagination is something different. My imagination is very, very bizarre. And I want to become like that bizarre person, then I will not be developing myself into that way. I am telling you one story of one Sheikh Chilli. Do you know Sheikh Chilli? Sheikh Chilli, I think nobody of you know, there was a person known as Sheikh Chilli. He was imagining that he is traveling somewhere where he has been given a one full ghada of money, and that money is with him, and he went into sleep, a deep slumber, and ultimately his feet fell on the pitcher which was there in the kalash ghada, and it fell down, and the whole water came down, and then he said, oh, my money came down. Actually there was no money there, but he was just imagining. बहुत सारी जो बातें हम लोग सोचते 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 न जाने कहाँ चले जाते हैं, just dreams and dreams and dreams. So start dreaming rightly, start imagining rightly. What should be your imagination? If your imaginations are correct, meaningful, and continuity is maintained with conviction, then you'll bring them into reality. Next is know the strength of emotions. You see, emotions, they carry a very important role in our day-to-day life. Emotions are the carriers of our feelings from inside. Whatever feelings we have towards mother and father, to our guru, to God, to my friends, to my relatives, to my countrymen. Whatever emotions I have, the strength of the emotion should be very strong. Today, emotions are fragile. Emotions are unstable. And because of that, the persons are becoming totally emotionally ill. And there is a book which has come out recently by Dalai Lama, how to take care of destructive emotions. There can be constructive emotions, there can be destructive emotions. There can be few destructive emotions through which you can destroy yourself. You know, the British blast right now, 4 days, one week back, last Thursday. And in that British blast, what happened? The British persons who are here, you must be knowing that in Yorkshire there were few Muslims, young boys and girls, and they all were very good citizens of the country. A 20-year-old person who never knew about anything about Hinduism and Muslim and fighting amongst Christianity and Muslim, he never thought about that. But he was sent by the people there for 2 months to Pakistan. And he was taught in Pakistan about Islam. But Islam teaches you, kill everybody except Muslim. And for 2 months, and he was a highly educated man, he was doing his engineering degree. And that man, he became a suicide bomber. In 2 months' time, destructive emotions killed that man. Not only him, but the 50, more than 50 persons who were killed in that incident. You can imagine the power of emotions. Power of emotion is positive, power of emotion is negative. We should try to build up positive emotions in our day-to-day life. Few tips for enhancing brain power. The brain power controls the living. How to become the successful man in the life. Regularity. Do everything regularly at right time. Regularity from morning till evening is very, very important. If you are not regular in your routine, if you don't wake up in the morning, one day you are getting up at 4 o'clock, one day you are getting up at 7 o'clock, one day you are getting up at 11 o'clock. Now, this is something which is leading to unsuccess, no success in your life. Then second is attentiveness. Whether you are attentive to your class, in your class or not, whether you are listening attentively or not. If you are listening attentively, then a single sentence of your teacher you can remember. You can remember each and every word. Even one important sentence which he has spoken in his half an hour long lecture, then that important sentence will be remembered by you if you are attentive. And for attentiveness, you need meditation. Meditation enhances your attentiveness. Third is curiosity. You must have curiosity to learn. Jigyasa. If you don't have curiosity, then what is the sense in sitting in the class? Suppose you are not curious to learn art of living today from me. There is no sense in sitting here. Curious means athato brahma jigyasa. There is a Upanishad which starts from, what is Brahma? Let us know about Brahma. So jigyasa. People wanted to know about more and more about our universe. That's why all scriptures were written. Athato Brahma Jigyasa. Curiosity means Jigyasa. To know more and more about ourselves. What for I have come on this earth? What is my purpose of coming? Fourth is optimism. I always say that this attitude is very, very positive. Positive mental attitude, PMA. Positive mental attitude, PMA. And if you got optimism all the time, no, it has happened wrongly today to me, it will not happen tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be positive for me. Fifth is farsightedness. Think about the future in a long-term view. Don't think of the short-term view. What is going to happen tomorrow? What is going to happen today? No. After 1 month of my practice, what is going to happen? An athlete who starts preparing himself for the Olympic, he starts preparing with the aim that after 4 years he has to appear in the Olympic. We have started a 7-year campaign, 2011-2012. What will be the event? Anybody knows? Many of you know about the event. 2011-2012. 100 years of Gurudev, Param Puj Gurudev's 100 years. And we are going to have our targets of Youth Council fulfilled by that time. Youth Council which we have formed of USA, UK, Canada. We want to fulfill our targets by 2011-2012. So farsightedness is planning, keeping in the view your all future plans in mind. Farsightedness, Durdarshita. And lastly, divine blessings. Brain power is enhanced by the divine blessings. So if you have got willpower, if you got optimism, if you got regularity, then divine blessings will automatically come to you. How to refine intellect and enhance memory. I should not say much about this. All of you know. If you remember Gayatri Mantra, if you do it every day, 24 times, 108 times, if you do it regularly, it brings positive vibrations around us. It makes our aura positive. And gradually our aura starts becoming stronger and stronger. Gayatri Mantra has got immense power. Next, please. Let your creative flair manifest. Whatever is your creativity, suppose I am very creative in my art and designing, writing, it should come up. If you are good in writing, write it down, pen it down in your diaries. Secrets of boosting self-confidence. Secrets of boosting self-confidence through pranayam, through various practices of the meditation, and through various herbal plants, you can do it. Self-confidence can be boosted by reading positive books. And by these books, definitely your self-confidence can be boosted. All the time you will be full of positive thoughts. Negative thoughts will never come to you. In 24 hours time, there are 6 cycles of positive and negative thoughts. Negative thoughts keep on striking us. 6 times negative thoughts strike. In all these 6 times, we should try to combat with the negative thoughts and just try to defeat them. Defeating the negative thoughts and winning by the positive thoughts is the art of living. Develop self-respect. And self-respect is developed through whatever you achieve. So achievement should be in your mind. Whatever I am going to do, my achievement is going to be that. And lastly, evaluate yourself on the scale of virtues. Your virtues, how much virtuous you are, how you have earned your virtues, that will evaluate how you have become successful in your life. Develop cooperative tendencies. Let us have a unison amongst each other. Let us work together, cooperative tendencies and righteous manners. Manners should be right. We should not try to hurt others. We should not try to hurt others' feelings. And gradually, we will be definitely, the hardships will go away. Hardships everybody has to face. Hardships make a man stronger. And similarly, stress comes to everybody. Stress is a spice of life. Don't escape it. Don't try to run away from it. You see, if you don't have any salt and pepper in your diet, will you eat it? Because spice is very important in our day-to-day life. Stress is just like a spice. Stress enhances the stressor hormones. And these hormones, they give us energy. They give us impetus from inside to fight. Fight and flight response. Fight means fight. Flight means just run away. So in fight and flight, you must fight, don't escape. Time is life. Control it. This is said that samay hi jivan hai. Time is life. Life is time. Time is life. You see, life is time, nothing but time. And everybody has watch, but how much time he wastes in his day-to-day life, you can see it. So if one who has control on his time, he can definitely succeed. And one who doesn't have a control on his time, oh, I have lost six months of my 1 year. Now how will I study? Oh, I will make it up. You cannot make it up. Because somewhere or the other way, you have lost the valuable part of your life. Time is life, control it. Kind-heartedness leads to attractive personality. You see, when I said about art of living, many of you said this thing. You should be kind, you should be courteous to others, you should be able to give privilege to others. So these are various aspects of art of living which are coming gradually. And this is how this art of living is very, very large field. Express yourself effectively. Whatever you are expressing, if you are unable to express yourself powerfully, effectively, many orators, they are very good orators. And even one point they insist upon, 15 minutes they speak, but in 15 minutes they bring a magnetic aura in the atmosphere. And many times a person who is spoken for 1 hour and he is unable to even bring the people in silence. Why? Because he doesn't have expression control. Effective expression. You know, you have got so many books in USA and UK about how to express yourself effectively. So many books. And this is very, very important for the persons who are going to be in the society as a future leaders. For leadership qualities, you need to express yourself positively in few words, limited words, and effectively. Those words should be very effective. Winston Churchill, he said, V for victory, only one word. I need England to win, V for victory. And this sign he made. And as we are made to win, as we are born to win, we will win. When he said we are born to win, we are going to win, it gave everybody enough confidence to fight. We have to know art of thinking. Have you ever wondered that the thinking is also an art? What you should think? Just sit idle and start thinking something. Can you think positive? Can you think only constructive thinking? Can you do constructive thinking? If you know it, then you know the art of thinking. And for developing the art of thinking, you must read good books. The books written by the great sages, great seers, Swadhyaya. Swadhyaya means self-introspective literature. You must read that literature. Third is the art of working. You must know the art of working. If you don't know the art of working, then you will keep on working and you won't be knowing the result of it. And fourth is the art of relating, relationship with others. All of us are related to each other, the art of relating. And last is art of organizing. There are a lot of people who are very poor in organizing. They are very good persons. They are very good in themselves, but they cannot organize. And there are many persons who can organize very well. So these organizers are needed in society because they are good leaders. We need the persons who can organize. So out of you, we need a lot of people who can organize the youth convention in tomorrow. Out of you we need. We don't want any elderly people to come and organize our camps. Why can't you organize? You take the responsibility in groups and you can organize. Art of living encompasses these 5 things, and this is how you become. Art of becoming, just we see the art of becoming. Farsightedness, discriminatory wisdom, discriminate what is right and what is wrong. Life beyond the piety self. Life is not limited to myself. Life is beyond my piety self. I am not this physical being. I am something else than that. If you start thinking in that direction, then our life will change. Not only our, but whosoever lives around us, his life will also change. Their life will also change. Decide the ultimate goal of life. What is the ultimate goal of life? Merely becoming a doctor or merely becoming an engineer is not your goal. Your goal should be to become a good leader, a good group leader. Your aim should be to become a good citizen. Your aim should be to become a good countryman, a patriotic countryman. And your aim should be to become a person who is a cultural ambassador, who spreads the cultural values in the society, moral values in the society. If you enter into a class, if you make 5 or 6 persons like you, like whatever you are today, then definitely you are a successful man who doesn't know even the art of becoming. He knows how to make others also. Art of making others like you, whatever you are. Just like a magnet, it touches the piece of iron, it attracts, you start attracting the people. Next is art of thinking. Whatever one thinks, he becomes like that. Bhagavad Gita says. You see the Einstein's photograph, you see the Pluto's photograph. And the one on the left is Pluto. Whatever you are seeing, this one. This gentleman is Pluto, this is Einstein. Now, through the art of thinking, you can become intelligent person, you can become successful man. Self-training through teaching of devoted souls. Positive emotions all the time. Emotion should be positive all the time. Emotion should be negative. Whenever the negative emotions are there, then they lead to devastation, catastrophes, a lot of damage to the society. Art of working, time scheduling, make a time table of your every day. 8 hours for sleeping, 8 hours for schools, colleges, 16 hours, 4 hours for your routine work, like taking bath, brushing the teeth, shaving, all those things for the boys. And all these regular things, still you got 24 hours. 8 plus 8 plus 4. 2 hours for studies. If you are regular in studies, 2 hours regular for every day's study. Still you got 2 more hours. If one who is complaining of lack of time, he is a useless man. He should not say that I don't have time. Out of 24 hours, you got 8 hours plus 8 hours plus 4 hours plus 2 hours, still you got 2 hours. So how to make time schedule of each and every second, each and every minute. The one who time schedules, he is a successful man. Then stress-free working. Your working should be totally stress-free. The art of working is totally stress-free working. Be cheerful. Your attitude should be always cheerful. Don't try to make it a burden. and utilization of each and every opportunity. Don't become opportunistic, but don't miss any opportunity. Art of relating, affectionate and loving relationship with family and society. Become a very, very popular person by loving your kins, your neighbors, your relations. There is a cartoon figure, Dennis the Menace. Have you know about the Dennis? Do you know? He is very popular man, and Mr. Wilson is so much afraid of him. You know Mr. Wilson, who is his neighbor. He's so much afraid of him. The moment he sees him, he is totally full of blood pressure. His blood pressure goes up like anything. And similarly, there are so many persons in our society who are very, very affectionate type of person. If Mr. Wilson would have given him love and affection like Mrs. Wilson, who distributes cookies to Dennis, he is very popular. Dennis is very popular with Mrs. Wilson, but he is not popular with Mr. Wilson. This is the story just for saying affectionate and loving relationship with family and society. Memorizing God's compassion is unbounded. God's compassion, God's love, God's affection, God's mercy on you is unbounded, unlimited. It will definitely fall on you if you have belief in God. Transfer of privilege, give it to others. Don't keep it stored. Transfer the privilege, give it to others, distribute the privilege. Whatever knowledge you have, give it to others. Whatever time you have, give it to others. Keep on transferring, and ultimately you will win. And lastly, art of organizing. Art of organizing is sadhana, self-transformation through control over mind. This is the basically key, and true to self in all aspects of life. If you're not true to anybody else, don't be true to me, or don't be true to your mother and father. At least be true to yourself in all aspects of life. You must be true to yourself. You should answer yourself. Whatever I had done, have I done honestly everything? This is how the art of organizing. And if you know the art of organizing, then you will become a successful man and a right disciple of Param Puja Gurudev, Paramandaniya Mataji. We have got blessings of Param Prakhar Pragya Sal Shraddha. Have you been to Shantikunj and have you seen Prakhar Pragya Sal Shraddha? You have been there, and you are seated under the subtler guidance of Param Puja Gurudev, Paramandaniya Mataji's. This is Shantikunj's bird's eye view, and this is University's bird's eye view, model's bird's eye view. The art of living, last slide. Tread the path of righteousness. Tread the path of righteousness. Understand the word. Tread the path of righteousness. Embrace success with open arms. Success will come to you, and you will embrace it with open arms if you start trading in the right direction. If you are trading in wrong direction, then success will not come to you. So success in all the aspects. Tread the path of righteousness, embrace success with open arms. Now, my discussion on art of living is over. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.